Good afternoon, our dear distinguished guests. We will begin shortly in just a minute. A gentle reminder to please silence or turn off your phones. The brides also kindly request that you please do not take any pictures or videos during this ceremony. Our photographers and videographers will share this footage shortly after. And once the ceremony is over, you can take all the TikToks that you like. Thank you. Esteemed guests, please rise. Miss Diana Lee, everyone. Please be seated. Dearly beloved and honored guests, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of Brigitta and Sabrina. For those who do not know me, and that's likely many of you, my name is Brian, and I will be the officiant for today's ceremony. I got to know the couple through my wife, actually, Kailani, who's right at the back there, my beautiful wife. And they worked together whilst they were in the tropics of Singapore. We met at a company event, which then led to dinner parties, dog birthdays, and becoming pseudo-godparents for their fur child. Eventually, this led to them cordially inviting us to join their crew at our very first Coachella, where Brigitta and Sabrina and their family and friends took us in, took good care of us, and showed us how to party. And yeah, we saw Frank Ocean live. During the time that they were in Singapore, for me and Kailani, it was nonstop core memory after core memory. We were certainly sad to see them leave, but happy that they were chartering their next chapter together. Today, they begin their newest chapter in their story. And here you all are, all of us, together, 9 countries here assembled. This group here includes some of the most important people in their lives. They have invited us to witness a deeply personal moment of theirs, a glimpse into this special chapter of their journey, which is the ending of I and the beginning of we. The road that brought Brigitta and Sabrina together has not been an easy one. Actually, it's not really a road. It was more like the Pacific Ocean that separated them between California and Australia, 8,100 miles apart, as they gushed over their favorite video games. Gushing over games turned into international holidays abroad, which in turn became a long-distance relationship with a total of 6 relocations. And then that evolved into the perfect proposal in the cool, crisp air of Big Bear Mountain. Folks, don't be mistaken. Right? These things do not happen by chance. It is their love overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on and never letting go, with nothing but their love and adobo by their side. Brigitta and Sabrina have placed their trust in each other and committed towards a future together. And this commitment runs deep. It is a commitment to look for an overseas job away from the comforts of home, just to close the gap a little. It is a commitment to persevere through red tape after red tape of visa applications and an unprecedented pandemic. It is a commitment through an 18-hour time difference. My friends, they take Uber to visit their significant others. You two take economy class. And yet, still, the departure halls at airports have never felt the same. Always bittersweet. So as you can see, this relationship wasn't easy to begin with the twists and turns of life. When one door closes, another opens. I tell you, the highs and lows of each page of this novel is a testament to their devotion. And you know, as you write these experiences on the page, when you experience something magical for yourself, it could be a dish, it could be a concert, it could be a casual night out with friends. But when you experience that something magical for yourself, by yourself, right at the bottom of your heart, you know that there's only one other person who could have made that moment perfect. And oh, how you wish that person was there with you. but wish no more. We are here, we stand here together with family and friends, celebrating the closure of this chapter and on to the next. Co-written by BNS, adding their own distinct personalities, traits, cultures, and ultimately coming together to form one beautiful ensemble. We are brimming with excitement on the endless possibilities and cannot wait to witness their journey ahead. And with that, I'd like to invite some very important people to Brigitta and Sabrina to say a few words for us all. First, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Elizabeth Reyes, Sabrina's Ninang, or godmother, who cared alongside her with her own children all throughout their lives. Please warmly welcome her as she joins us at the front.
All I Know About Love by Neil Gaiman. This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Only that the world out there is complicated, and there are beasts in the night, and delight and pain. And the only thing that makes it okay sometimes is to reach out a hand in the darkness and find another hand to squeeze, and not to be let alone. It's not the kisses, or never just the kisses. It's what they mean. Somebody's there for you. Somebody knows your worst self and somehow doesn't want to rescue you or ask you to rescue them. It's not two broken halves becoming one. It's the light from a distant lighthouse, bringing you both safely home, because home is wherever you are both together. So this is everything I have to tell you about love and marriage. Nothing. Like a book without pages or forest without trees. Because there are things you cannot know before you experience them. Because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials. Because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. It's a dance you cannot be taught. A song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And it's a road that you can only learn by walking it. And because in the darkness you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if someone else is even there. And your hands will meet, and then neither of you will ever need to be alone again. And that's all I know about love.
Thank you for that beautiful reading, Tita Liz. Now, I'd like to introduce Reverend Olivia Rondanuwu, Brigitta's aunt, who has become an extension of her family, whose warmth, nurture, and support has played a vital role in her life. Please put your hands together as we welcome her to the front.
Thank you, Sabrina and Brigitta, for giving me the privilege of leading in prayer for blessing. Let us surround them with our love, best wishes, and prayers as they journey together. All-seeing God, we are glad and thankful that Brigitta and Sabrina found each other, that they see in each other the joy of living, the delight to walk alongside each other till the end of their lives. Gracious Christ, as they make their solemn vows and commit themselves to enter into a marriage, may your unending, faithful, and unconditional love be the foundations of their marriage. May they remain strong and caring companions to each other, faithfully journey together as long as they live. May Brigitta and Sabrina continue to grow individually and as partners for life, that their love will go deeper and firmly anchored in the ocean of your love. Lord, be with them in their happiness and strengthen them in every difficult moment. May they continue to be for each other in good times and in moments of struggle, keeping steadfastly their promise, patient and gentle, willing to trust one another, facing together the future, be in stormy, tranquil, sunny, or cloudy days. May they draw strength from you, from each other, and from their family and friends who support them. Spirit of wisdom, we ask that you may continue to guide and inspire Brigitta and Sabrina as they bring their uniqueness, their gifts, and their talents into their marriage. May they be creative in their daily work, find meaning and fulfillment in using their gifts in service of others, so they may be a shining example and witnesses to your great love for all people. God of hope, we pray that your peace may dwell in Brigitta and Sabrina's home, that their home may be a place of welcome, warmth, and rest. We also ask that you bless their parents and their family. May they be united in love and friendship. We ask this prayer in the name of Jesus Christ, the most compassionate, welcoming, and loving God, the divine companion on our journey. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Now, the brides will be presenting a token of gratitude to their parents as they embark on their new life together as a family.
Hi, Mom and Pop. Just wanted to say thank you just for such a wonderful childhood and a wonderful life that you both have built for me. I can't be more grateful just to have such a loving family that always supports me. And, you know, everything that I do now is always in honor of you both and just everything that you've done. I always just want you to be proud of me, and I hope you are. And I hope that, you know, well, thank you for accepting B into our lives, into our family, and I hope that you find comfort that I've found someone who I can spend the rest of my life with and feel safe with, and that you don't have to worry. So thank you so much. So this is for you.
Ma, Pa, aku tahu ini nggak gampang terima semua ini. Tapi aku terima kasih, soalnya even though it's been a difficult journey for you in some ways, I know that you love me, and I know that you love Sabrina and accept her as your new daughter. And you've expressed that to me many, many times, and that's, you know, the best thing I could ask for. And I know it's not going to be an easy journey for you, but I don't want you to worry. I'm happy. I'm so happy. This is the happiest I've ever been, so I just want to thank you. And thank you for accepting Sabrina into our family as well, and Adobo. So I just want to give you this as a token of my gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you. We come now to the vows. The brides have each prepared vows that they will read now.
Hey, babe. At the exact moment I'm writing this, you're sitting on a chair in our kitchen, your hair bunched up on top of your head, and my mom is standing behind you with plastic gloves on, applying hair dye to your hair. And Adobo is wandering around you even though I keep yelling at her to go away. And we're just chatting about everything and nothing, laughing a little, watching TV. And it's these sort of normal, mundane, everyday moments that I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives doing together. Everything leading up to this point has been so hard. Growing up as two little gay kids, so different from everyone else, was so hard. Finding each other, like needles in two haystacks 8,000 miles away, was so hard. Navigating pandemics, time zones, visa constraints, 15-hour flights has been so hard. And we know it'll continue to be hard. Like when we want to start a family, and just knowing that we'll never really be normal. And yet, in spite of all of this, loving you is so, so easy. And while the lows might be low, the highs are so stupidly high that my heart aches with joy. And no one has or will be able to make me feel this way every day but you. I've always been a really nervous, anxious person, but you make me feel so brave. I've always looked at myself as really small and weak, but you remind me every day that I'm actually really strong. You make me feel so safe, so celebrated, so empowered. And so, like we always say, no matter how many obstacles get in our way, the path is always clear. Some people might call our story an epic, with lots of hardships and twists and turns and bad guys and that fly and and U.S. immigration officers and whatnot. But honestly, I can't wait to live a boring, mundane story with you. Maybe it can be a comedy, maybe like a light-hearted slice of life anime. So with that said, B, I vow to live out this ridiculous everyday life with you, where we'll get up to all kinds of trouble and shenanigans, but at the end of the day, it will always be me and you. I vow to love you intentionally, to love you with purpose, and to ensure our love never stops growing together. I can't vow that we will never fight, but I do promise to fight fair and to make sure our arguments always lead to healthy communication and a productive solution for both of us. And I promise to never stop learning about you and about us. Above all, I promise to love you in your highest moments and even more in your hardest and darkest moments, just like you've always done for me. And whether it's an epic or a comedy or a thriller or a horror story, I promise that even when our story ends, My love for you never will.
How do I top that? Babe, Sab, how do I even begin to promise you a world you've already given me? You know, when we first met, I didn't believe that putting down roots or having an all-encompassing great love was for me. I, of course, masked that with, you know, all those things, my desire for all those things with cynicism, of course. But I just truly didn't think that that life was for me. It wasn't meant to be my life, you know. But then you crept into my life. First, as a friend who saw me exactly as I was. Then as something more. And it turns out I've loved creating a home with you. In Singapore, we were confined to our tiny apartment for months while the pandemic raged around us. But there wasn't a single moment that I didn't want to spend even more with you. In Sydney, I got to introduce you to the world I was brought up in and explore new places in a changed city together and live a quiet life together. And in LA, you brought me into the diverse and captivating world you grew up in that reignited my zest for life, and into your big, loving family, where I could finally feel the love and acceptance I always yearned for. I even loved the home we made in our little online bubbles while we were apart, and we've been apart so much. Excuse me. Oof, I'm shaking. Shake it off. And we've been apart so much. But even still, you never wavered. You kept the path clear. And I knew that in the end, we would always find our way to each other. After all, we were apart when the stardust that made us landed on opposite ends of the world, and we still found our way to each other. Most importantly, you helped me to relearn to love myself. You taught me that I should demand a love that I want, that all-encompassing great love. And I know in the deepest pit of myself that that whole, all-encompassing, impossibly great love is with you. Thank you for gifting me this life with you. In return, I promise you these things. I promise to always push you to higher heights as you have for me. My hand will always be there to pull you out of your self-doubt, and my embrace will always be there if you need to be still in it for however long you need. I promise that you will never doubt how I feel about you. I won't let things fester or let any resentment sit and become stagnant. You will always have clarity with me so that we can work through any issues steadfastly. And finally, I promise that our life together will be filled with laughter, loving touches, good vibes, and new discoveries. I promise that we'll navigate this life together. That won't always be easy, with a forward outlook and the love that binds us together to ground us. This may not even begin to make up for all that you've given me, but I'll try every day.
Thank you. And congratulations on making everyone cry. We come now to the words that will take these brides across the threshold from just being engaged to being married. Brigitta, do you take Sabrina to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding on to her forevermore?
I do.
Sabrina, do you take Brigitta to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding on to her forevermore?
I do.
It's time for the exchange of the rings. The wedding rings, being a full circle, represents a sign of completeness, of unity, of being whole. The rings have no beginning nor end, much like your devotion and love for each other. Your rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already unites your two hearts in love. Brigitta, as you place this ring onto Sabrina's finger, please repeat these words after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a promise to love and cherish you
as a promise to love and cherish you
today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
Sabrina, as you place this ring onto Brigitta's finger, please repeat these words after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a promise to love and cherish you
as a promise to love and cherish you
today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
I'd like to leave you two with some parting words. Marriage is a word so often discussed and thrown around in conversation that sometimes we might forget what a marriage is and what a marriage is not. Some like to believe that a marriage is the golden ticket to everything they could have hoped for. It's like a box, overwhelmingly full of happiness, of intimacy, of lifelong companionship. But in actuality, marriage starts off with a relatively empty box. And before you can take something out of the box, you have to put something in. There is no intimacy or romance in marriage. You have to work at it deliberately and infuse intimacy and romance into your busy lives. There is no love in marriage. Marriage and love. Love is in the people. Love is in you two, as everyone here can evidently see so clearly. And there's not a shred of doubt that you two will love and serve and protect each other and give your own hearts to fill this little box of marriage. And now, by the powers vested in me, it is my absolute honor to pronounce you two for the very first time, Brigitta and Sabrina Darmaji Torres. You may now kiss the bride. And one more time, please stand and give it up for our newlyweds, Brigitta and Sabrina Darmaji Torres.
You did so good. Natural.
You go, mate.
All right, everyone, give it up one more time for our newlyweds. All right, this is so beautiful, and you guys, everyone here, friends and family, you're in for a special treat tonight. We don't have just one, we have 2 DJs tonight. So, to start off the night, we do have, I love this name, DJ Bakeshop for our cocktail hour. And as we head to our cocktail hour, if the immediate family, while we flip this area, would please stay right up here to take the photos with our brides when they come back out. So immediate family, come up here. If you can squeeze in right now so you don't get the traffic. And then everyone else, please head to start drinking at our cocktail bar right there. It is cocktail hour. It is open bar tonight. So enjoy yourselves. And there is a full menu of our drink selection in our programs, those cool little looking comic books. So please check them out, okay? Thank you so much and enjoy the cocktail hour. Thank you. And by the way, give it up for our pianist. Give it up. Everyone, it does get a little tight. So if you need to use the restroom, this door right here, the single door, if you go through there, the restrooms are there, okay? So go ahead and make your way to the restrooms on the left. Thank you. By the way, everyone in line, you see that camera up there by the on-air sign? We are streaming live right now. For friends and family who couldn't make it today from around the world, wave hi to them. Go in front of the camera when you can with your drink. Show them your drinks. Show them the celebration. Have them feel a part of today's amazing unity. Thank you.